time now for our big board, our team of insiders standing by. Today's top stories. Sunny is here. We're going to talk to her in just a moment about that. We've got a couple of things that we can talk to you about. But there is more legal trouble right now for Ed Sheeran, now facing another lawsuit for his music. The singer-songwriter accused of plagiarizing the heart of Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. Yeah, for his own Grammy Award-winning song. So Rolling Stone contributor Joe Levy is going to join us and talk a little bit about this. First of all, let's play both songs. First of all, let's hear from Ed Sheeran's song. Remind people.
Hoping that you'll understand, the baby now.
Okay. Now let's hear Marvin Gaye's song.
I don't hear it.
I'm trying to hear. They're both very good, but I'm partial to Marvin Gaye's. So what's at the issue here? Is there really something here, Joe?
Is there something here? Well, if I was the plaintiff in this case, I would be playing the video circulating on the internet of Ed Sheeran performing Thinking Out Loud and then singing a little bit of Let's Get It On at the end. Many people recognize there's a similarity between these two songs. The question is there enough of a similarity to prove it in a court of law? The plaintiffs will call their experts, the defendants their experts. Sometimes juries, if it even gets to a jury, look at sheet music. Sometimes they hear the recordings. These cases can be hard to prove.
But Gaye's family has won a similar case in the past, not against Ed Sheeran, and this is the second time Ed Sheeran has now been accused of plagiarizing. The other was that his song Photograph, copied from the British X Factor winner Matt Cardle's amazing song. So what's going on here? What does this mean for Ed's bottom line?
Well, you know, Ed Sheeran's taking a little time off from music right now, and he may find after these lawsuits he needs a vacation from his vacation. But, you know, his bottom line could be impacted. He might have to share songwriting credit on these songs. That typically happens if it's settled out of court. He might have to make a payment, but if he comes back with great new songs and he writes them all on his own, he'll be just fine.
All will be forgiven. So can the Photograph, could that play in that case, play in at all?
I think it's possible, right? They're going to say he has a pattern and practice of doing this. He likes to take other people's music. But I was listening to this last night because I love both songs.
I know.
I don't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
I don't hear it, but who
Both
knows? I didn't hear it with Blurred Lines and Robin Thicke and Pharrell and the Gaye.
You didn't hear? No, come on.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. And they won $7.4 million. So
Even I heard that one. Okay, we're going to move on now to a new twist in what's known as the Watcher trial. It's about a family who bought their dream home. Then they started getting threatening letters from someone called the Watcher. The letters of the family are frightening. One read, "Why are you here? I will find out." Another said, "I asked the Woods, who are the former homeowners, to bring me young blood." So let's bring Sonny back here. And this is a complicated case, Sonny. The buyers here are suing the previous owners, saying the previous owners knew about this stalker but didn't say anything. Who's got the better case?
You know, I actually, a little background first, like you just said, the new buyers, right, the new homeowners are saying that the previous homeowners knew about it. The previous homeowners are saying that they got one letter, but that it wasn't very disturbing, if you believe that. And the new homeowners got this letter. It says, "My grandfather watched the house in the 20s. My father watched in the 60s. It is now my time. And I'm waiting for the second coming." So it's possible that the prior homeowners knew about it and they admit receiving that letter, but I still think that the old homeowners still have the better case because New Jersey is one of those buyer beware states, and so you have to ask the questions. You have to Google the home. You have to do the groundwork.
I was going to ask legally, when you're buying a home, what should you do?
It really depends on the state. So like I just said, in New Jersey, you've got that buyer beware, but some states say, not so fast. If you are selling a home, you've got to disclose these material defects, things that may affect the purchase of the home, like if there's a home stalker or like a haunting or murders in the home, you have to disclose it. So really, if you're buying a home, look at the state's law, find your neighborhood lawyer and ask all the questions.
That is so creepy. All right, Sonny, thank you. Well, two for today. I love that. And now to news about a huge Hollywood reboot. Ocean's 11 being redone as Ocean's 8 with an all-female cast. Reports that Anne Hathaway, Rihanna, and so many others are joining. Sandra Bullock, she's already a part of it. So let's bring in our good friend, Mr. Hackett. There you are, Mr. Hackett.
Good morning.
Let's talk about this. This is nothing new. We've seen the reboot with Ghostbusters, flipping the script a little bit. So
Right.
What's going on in Hollywood here?
Well, look, I think it's interesting, by the way, that this has already, gotten a huge amount of attention. People are saying in tweets that it only takes, it's Ocean's 8 for the women because it only takes 8 women to do what it took 11 guys to do. So there's already lots of jokes and lots of attention, so they've kind of have a success already. Look, Hollywood is in the business of making money. So you take stars like Channing Tatum and put him in Splash. You take successful films and current successful stars and hope that you get at least one movie, or maybe you get a series. The idea that you could spin off a female cast Ocean's 11 or 8 or 9 or 10 is what Hollywood looks for. That's their job, and that's what's going on here.
A lot of discussion about sexism in Hollywood. Does this combat that?
I think it does on some level. Listen, also remember, we don't, the Ghostbuster picture is looking to lose about $75 million. It was not as successful as people might have thought. I think at the end of the day, despite all the attention this casting will get and all the attention they're going to get when they're making the movie, is it good? Do people want to go see it? Remember, the 2000 movie with George Clooney and Brad Pitt, directed by Soderbergh, was based on a very bad movie from the 1960s. There was no skin in that game. There was no, the bar was very low. Now, of course, it's much, much higher. We're talking about it a year before it comes out. So we'll see what happens.
Is there a particular movie that you'd like to see flip the switch like this, Larry?
One of my favorite movies growing up was The Great Escape with James Garner and Steve McQueen. I think seeing that with women trying to escape from a World War II prison, I'd watch.
That'd be pretty good. Okay.
You got one,
And you
Joe?
get a producing credit, too.
Me? Yeah, no, I think it's time we get a gender flip reboot of Jerry Lewis's Cinderfella. I don't know if it can be done with a woman in the role, though.
Exactly.
We'll see. I'm just looking forward to Channing with the merman. The merman.
Yes.
Yes.